Alright guys, I'm gonna do another update video on the Google dropshipping update, right? So I'm pretty sure in the last video I talked about how I got the first initial approval from the GMC. I was building like an app for importing the products since I didn't want to pay for credits from other websites, right? And then, yeah, so let me just go through basically what's been happening these past uh I think it's like week, week and a half, something like this, right? So basically, yeah, after the initial approval, right, the product started going into limited, as we know, and then it got reapproved again for some reason, and then a few days after that, which is like a pattern, right? We will always get hit with a misrep to ask for like identity verification. And the big thing that I noticed was that I got approved like after I submitted everything. And then, um, funny story actually, I was at the city, right? And I was on my way out of the train. I got that email notification from Google saying, "Oh, there's no more problem in your GMC anymore." I was like, I was fucking hyped, right? I was so fucking hyped, right? Because you guys don't understand, like, when I dropped out of high school, like, I got kind of cooked with GMC and all this type of stuff because I was playing around with my other stores that GMCs were approved. And then I could never get it back for like a whole year until I came back and now I'm trying again, right? So, big ups. Let's go. Um, that's very good. And then on the GMC side of things, let's just see, right? So right now we have around 239 SKUs, around like 60 products in there because as I said, it's a low budget for now. Just to now I know, okay, GMC is good. We're chilling. Now I'm gonna ramp it up just a bit more, but I'm not really that much because Chinese New Year's around the corner, something like this. Um, But going on now, I'll start adding like maybe 15 to 20 products every single day into the GMC. So then, well, I'll talk about that later. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Okay, New Year's Day, right? New Year's Day, I was at Great Ocean Road. So it's like a good road trip in Melbourne if anyone ever comes. New Year's Day, I got the first order, like, first real customer order, right, for 269.95 Australian dollars, which was great feeling, right? It's been long time coming ish, but can't get too excited just yet. Just gotta be grateful. Um, and at that time when I did get this order, uh, we were having $98 spent, right? Obviously, it's more now because like that was a few days ago. Um, so yeah, that's a good sign. We're getting, you know, people wanting to buy even on a low budget, which is good. Um, the only issue right now, I don't know if I showed it actually. No, 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 no. Okay, but let me just say it. So the only issue was that this order was for 80 centimeter diameter, uh, like ceiling light, as you can say it, and obviously shipping from China, based on volume, it was so expensive. Like I don't know if I'm gonna ship it out. I'm talking to some other suppliers to see the cost, but you know, I mean, I'm not too worried. I'm just waiting for the customer right now to reply back asking, okay, maybe he wants to change it for, a different product free of charge or get a full refund, whatever, right? I'm not gonna try and scam them. Like for this store, this brand, I want to do good business, long term stuff because when you start doing bad business, I notice bad energy, bad stuff comes at you, right? So we're not trying to be scammy over here. Um, Also, right from the start, I'm going to have custom thank you cards and also custom stickers where we stick it on the outside of the box just so, you know, it looks more branded. Like when they get the package, the custom experience, right? When they get the package, they're like, oh, that's the um brand I bought it from. And, they open it. Let's say even if it's not the best packaging because obviously it's coming from China, all this type of stuff, right? But at least they have this custom thank you card and they're like, oh, I got a custom thank you card. Like, I don't really feel scammed as much, right? Um, because we want to differentiate ourselves from, the dropshippers. I mean, even if we're dropshipping, but we want to differentiate ourselves long term, right? Like, once you start getting, people liking the product, especially in home decor, what I noticed from some of other people I talk to is that they come back, you know, come back time and time again to buy, like repeat customers. So that's why if I want to do good business, and have these customers coming back, we gotta give them a good experience, right? Because we want end goal for this store is to be able to exit it for, a high multiple than the regular dropshippers, right? Okay, so that aside, moving forward, what I'm going to do, like, obviously we got to protect our cash flow. Since 19th of Jan, the first payout will come out, and then that's when, like, things will go normally. So that's when I can actually scale more and more and more, right? Because now Shopify, if you guys don't know, has 21 calendar days payout for the first payout, which is, I don't know why they did that, but it is what it is, right? So now we know that we have GMC Trust and it's spending properly, right? Now I'm gonna put it to normal testing budget because the $15 is not really normal. It's like pretty low. I'll put it at normal testing budget, which is like 30 a day. That's good enough, right? For maybe 7 days, and then we see how it is from there. And we get a couple more sales, maybe bump it up again by 30%, so to 50. Is it? Something like this, right? But mainly just to slowly go up, 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 keep it warm until January 19th. So, yes, about expansion. Here we go. I talked about this before. Um, oh no, I'm not gonna do this. What the fuck? Wait. Okay, ignore the 60 products. As I said, 15 products a day. Um, right, but good products, and we're gonna make sure for the pricing too, where all variants are not gonna have the same price. Obviously, as we look at big brands, they don't have that. They always have tiered pricing where the smaller size has, let's say, $100, like the 30 centimeter diameter one, maybe $100. Um, the 51 maybe 125, and then the 61 150, something like this, right? So it's not the same across all of them, because I noticed some customers, they were texting me like, oh, what's the price of the larger size, because it seems like all of it is the same. So then I rethought it. I was like, yes, this makes sense, so I won't do this anymore. And also we have to be careful with the sizing, because with a lot of these carrier companies from China, they don't always charge by the weight, but they charge by like volumetric. I can't say it properly. Volumetric weight. Yeah, yeah, something like this, right? Where depending how big, like size, the product takes, like the weight that they charge by could go up like significantly, even if that's not the actual weight of it, right? Because it's volumetric weight. So that's what I realized. So now I don't think I will, like, when I see a size that's large, I'll try and, price it a bit higher, right? Or I'll avoid it at all, because this new supplier I'm getting on can handle larger sizes, but also I got to take in mind, logistics will be different. Got to be more careful. Like if there's an issue, then it can be a pain in the ass, all this type of stuff. And then obviously Chinese New Year. I think Chinese New Year will come like, um, what is it? This year, February 16, 17, something like this, right? Obviously drop the budget back down to like $10, $15 just for that period where, you don't really care too much about orders because you can't ship it out anyways. Um, but during this time, it's more about getting the products in, getting the email marketing ready, getting the customer service AI agent ready, all this type of stuff, right? Basically, all the back end stuff. So then when I do scale, I'm not scaling and then discouraging, oh, I have to get this person to do this. Like it's already ready. Um, because 2 months, like within 2 months, I wanted to get up to, oh shit, the fuck, maybe not 1,000 ad spend a day, but at least over 1K a day in revenue. Consistently with good margins. I'm not gonna scale if, like, I find issues with logistics and the product quality. Like I'll have to really make sure on these things if, I want to do good business, right? But other than that, that is the V2 update for Google Dropshipping. Um, yeah, so guys, I just let me know like what type of videos you want me to make, right? Because I mean I want to make more videos, but it's just I don't really know what to talk about. Maybe I talk about, what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, and then you guys can just take it as it is. Like if you wanna try it, follow it, or ask me questions or this type of stuff. Because mind you, I did like do it before I got misreps for, you know, I learned quite a bit. Um, yeah, like maybe do you guys want to see more personal content too about like what I learn on a daily basis and some epiphanies I have about life in general and discovering yourself, like becoming aware, learning, all this type of stuff. I really have to start, getting back into like better habits with reading my books because I've just been to the gym, like working, all this type of stuff. So, 2026, we gotta make it count. Hopefully, God forbid, I know it will, that this time next, no, not this time next year, but near the end of the year, I'll be able to put out a video showcasing some unreleased videos of, you know, my younger self from last year in April, where, oh, I just rewatched that video. It's crazy to see, it reminds me of Iman Ghazi's younger self. Like, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. But other than that, guys, just let me know in the comments. I got 10 subscribers. I really appreciate every single one of you that subscribed. I know that this channel will go to more lengths, right? But let's be patient. Let's get some results. And yeah, like soon there'll be a lot of value. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao, ciao.